I've got these 2 yoga blocks here. They'll come in handy for at the end. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can feel free to grab yourself like a stack of books. Also, if you have like a foam roller, you can use that. What else can we use? Oh, a bunch of pillows. You can grab a bunch of pillows, like a giant stack of them, to make yourself nice and comfortable for our pancake stretch at the end. And today we're going to be working on our straddles. So straddles are wonderful. Sometimes they're a little bit uncomfortable for people, but I'll talk you through the different ways you can get into a comfortable straddle and how you can increase the range of motion of your hips. If you've never done this before, my name is Mandy. Thank you for coming. I'll go through all the exercises and we'll breathe and we'll do them slowly. Notice that your own body might look different than mine. Everyone's got their own personal range of motion. You might want to pay attention to any injuries you might have. You never want to re-injure yourself or, do something that feels terrible. And as always, if I say, like, let's do 10 reps of something and you're struggling through, please don't struggle through the 10 reps. Just do as many as you can with good alignment and breathe. So I'm started here on the floor. You feel free to sit on a chair if you want to. You can sit in any way, shape, or form you like, as long as you're sitting up tall. Rest your arms wherever is comfortable. And I always like to start with 2 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, just to center yourself in the room and getting in touch with your body. And then keeping the rest of your body still, just start to move your head right and left. Noticing any sensations your head or your neck might feel. You can always go slower than I'm going, but try not to go faster. Don't forget to breathe. Next time you get to the right, you're going to stop and then draw a U shape with your chin, allowing your head to fall heavy in the center. And then stirring up to the sides as far as you can go, right and left. Breathing normal. Noticing if you have any tension in the rest of your body, relax your shoulders. And then still using your chin, draw a rainbow shape, this time up and over. Every time you stretch your chin up to the sky, imagine your spine is elongating, lifting up. Keep the length as you go right and left. You can keep your jaw open or closed, whatever feels good. And then bring your head back to center and rock your head ear to shoulder and allow your head to fall heavy to each side. You can give yourself more moments, relaxing, getting that nice stretch on your neck. You can go a little bit faster if you like. I really like this one, so I enjoy it. And then bring your head back to center and take a deep breath. And then extend your arms out to the side. We're going to hug ourselves, switching the arm that's on top each time. And make sure you're still sitting up tall. Try not to slouch during this. And also notice if you're doing like a violent hug. Sometimes people do that. Try to be more gentle with your body. And then stop with your arms out. Bring your hands to a fist with thumbs on the outside. We're going to circle the forearms and wrists all the way in, keeping your elbows in line with your shoulders. And take your time with this. If it's not working out, just take it slower. Don't forget to breathe. Reverse the direction of your circles. And then stopping here, arms out. Bring your fingers together and circle your wrists all the way around. If you're like me, you can hear little crunchies and cracks happening in your wrist, and that's completely normal. Reverse your circles. And then stop with your arms out, and if your legs are crossed like mine, you're going to try to uncross them and recross the other one on top. And then bend your arms like goalposts. Spread your fingers wide and stretch your arms up to the sky and pull your arms down. And as you pull down, feel your back muscles engaging. Warm up your back. Maybe you inhale, exhale, pull, engaging your abs, making sure your rib cage is not poking out. Start to alternate this right and left. Reach, pull. And watch your fingers. Maybe you spread them a little bit wider. Whew. And then stop here, fingertips to shoulders, stir your elbows all the way around. Notice if the rest of your body likes to go like this. Try to keep the rest of your body still. And just breathe. Reverse your circles. And then stopping here, elbows out wide, bring them in and out, squeezing your back muscles together. Squeeze. Squeeze. Also breathe. And then stop with the arms out without moving your body. One arm up, one down. And switch. Keep breathing. And notice again if your rib cages come out, try to keep it in, engaging your abs. And then finally rest. Whew. Take a deep breath. All right, on the floor here, if you're not already on the floor, time to get to the floor. We're gonna find a seated position. Soles of the feet together, knees going out to the side. And then rest your hands onto your legs wherever you like, and try not to use your arms to pull or push you here. Relax your legs, sit up tall, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, start to sway right and left, rocking on your sits bones. And notice if your shoulders are up into your ears, try to relax them. And just feel this motion coming from your hips. A little bit of ab engagement. And we're gonna start to turn this into a circular motion, but lead with your chest. So like you're gonna put your chin onto your computer, all the way around, keeping yourself lifted. And yours might be smaller than mine. They might be like this, and that's totally cool. You're gonna go with your own personal range of motion here. Reverse the direction of your circles. Keep breathing. Good, yeah, like lifting your chin out. Let's do 2 more circles. And then stopping here. We're gonna bring our hands behind us. Palms in toward you, fingers reaching out to the back. And then bring your knees together and then open back up and allow your hips to relax in each position. And just breathe. And then stopping again in our butterfly position. If you can, pull your feet in a little bit closer. Still sitting up tall. All right, we're gonna try to glide our rib cage front and back. So try to relax your hips, rib cage front and back. And you can time it with your breath. Inhale, exhale. That's all we're gonna do. So try that exploration. Nothing's happening. If like this is happening, really try to just get rib cage. Inhale, exhale. Also, try not to make sure the shoulders are like over exaggerating. It's just like a little tiny rib cage.
Want to go outside? Yeah, go outside.
Then we're gonna try to move it right and left. So I always need to use my hand to do this. So if you need to, feel free to use your hand to get it going. Also, it should not look like this, but like this. So take some time, try to lift up out of your waist, keeping your hips relaxed. Breathe in. Excellent. All right, then stopping here, give your knees a little shake up and down. All right, now we're gonna undulate through our spine. So it might look a little bit different for everyone, but the goal is to go down and up using your breath. We're gonna do 4 times this way, and then we're gonna reverse it 4 times that way. You're gonna tug a little bit with the arms, but try not to be like, rah! You're trying to go through the range of motion of your spine and also like relax in the hips here. So relax your arms wherever they are. Take a deep breath and lift up out of your waist. On your exhale, keep the length, drop your chin into your chest. Dive yourself down into your lap. And then once you're at your neck, lift your chest and chin up on an inhale, bringing yourself back up. And then exhale yourself back down. And inhale yourself back up. Good, 2 more. Use your breath, take it slow. Notice what your hips are doing. If your hips are like, ah, try to relax them. 1 more this way. Good, stopping at the top, we're gonna inhale to lift up even higher. And then exhale, we're gonna swan dive forward, leading with your chest. Keep your chin up for the very last moment, and then drop your chin into your chest. Head hangs heavy, and then roll up. Inhale. Head comes up last. Here we go. Exhale it down, relaxing your shoulders. Inhale, rolling it up. 2 more. Each time maybe you reach a little bit farther. Last one. When you're done with that last one, take a resting breath in and out. All right, hips might feel a little bit twingy. Let's bring our hands back behind us again. Palms in, fingers out to the back. This time we're gonna place the feet onto the floor wide. And then 1 at a time, bring the knee toward the midline, right and left. And take your time when you do this. If you can, squeeze your glute, pressing your hip down into the floor. Also breathe. And then stepping here, we're gonna bring the feet a little bit closer. So about hip distance now. Make sure your feet are facing forward. And then scoot your butt toward your feet. We're gonna lift our chest up, and then behind us, we're gonna bend and straighten the elbows 1 at a time, circling your chest around. And just breathe. And then reverse the direction of your circle. Again, if you need to go slower than I'm going, please enjoy this stretch. You should always try to enjoy stretches. This is my enjoyment speed. And then stopping here, we're gonna scoot our butt back again. This time we're gonna lift up our right leg. You're gonna bend it and externally rotate it from your hip so that you can place this ankle over this left knee. So if this feels terrible, you're gonna slide this left leg down as much as you need to. But if it feels good, you're gonna walk that leg up through to your body. And then gently rock your hip right and left. And this is a really gentle form of that figure 4 stretch. If you have sciatica, this is a good one to relieve the pressure off of that nerve that sends that sensation down your leg. You might notice as you rock, the range of motion increases, so go for it. Do 1 more rock, right and left. And then extend that leg out to the front, flex and point your toes. If this is working out, maybe you try no hands. If you've got no hands, try to relax your shoulders. Circle your ankle, breathe. Reverse your circle. Continue breathing. All right, stop with a flexed foot, straighten your knee, lift that leg higher, and then inhale. Exhale, float your leg down. Bend your knee, take a relaxing deep breath. All right, let's do that other leg. So this time, left leg's turn. We're gonna bend it, externally rotating from the hip, placing it on that right knee this time. And this time might feel different, so you might have to lower that leg, or again, if it feels good, bring that leg up higher, and then start your gentle rock, right and left. And you can start small and slow, and you might notice that your range of motion increases as you work through this hip. Just breathe. Again, if your shoulders are in your ears, try to pull them away, stretching them out. Excellent. Do 1 more time. And then extending that left leg forward, flex and point. Again, if this is working out, maybe you try no hands. Maybe you try just one. See how it goes. Engaging that quad muscle of that leg to stretch your legs straight. Circle your ankle all the way around. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and you are breathing normal. Reverse circle. Oh, this is my crackly leg. Crack, crack, crack. And stop with a flex foot. Engage your quad, stretch the leg straight. Inhale, kick up higher. Exhale, float your leg down. Whew. And then take a breath. 2 deep breaths. All right. Let us move to a hands and knees position. I'm going to push my blocks out of the way. So, tabletop position. Actually, let me go this way. Finding your arms underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Fingers spread wide onto the floor. Parallel feet behind you, tops of the toes resting. We're going to draw small circles to begin with, transferring weight from fingers to palms and all the way back around. So really try to push the floor away with those fingers and palms as you circle. And breathe. If you're like me, you've got hypermobile joints in your elbows, don't lock them out, don't use your hyperextension. You want to engage that bicep, keep your joints healthy and strong and not overworked. Reverse the direction of your circle. All right, and then stopping here, we're going to extend our right leg out to the side. I'm going to do my left leg first since it's out. With a bent knee, try not to lift that hip up. So if this has happened, bring that hip back in line. Pull your belly button deep toward your spine and draw 4 circles with your knee. Try not to move the rest of your body. Also breathe. Reverse the direction of your circle. So you might be feeling some pops and cracks, weird stuff in this hip. That's completely normal. Whew. And then set that knee down. Take a resting breath in and out. All right, let's do the other side. Here we go. Don't lift your left hip. Extend it out to the side. Draw your 4 circles with your knee. This hip might feel a little bit different. Just go with it. Breathe. My hip's like, reverse the direction of your circles. Pulling your belly button deeper toward your spine. Whew. And then setting that knee down, bring your toes together and sink your hips onto your heels. Keep your arms outstretched in front and try to place your forehead onto the floor. Take 2 deep breaths in a child's pose. All right, and then back to hands and knees we go. We're going to do a little bit of a frog stretch. So this is one of my favorite ones to activate the hips, although it does feel quite sensational. So you're going to be in your hands and knees position. Our legs are bent 90 degrees already. We're going to try to keep that 90-degree bend of the knees. So we're going to walk the legs directly out to the side. As much as they can go. And then notice my hips are like kind of sinking back like this. I want to make sure that my hips are in line with my knees. And then if you can see, I'm flexing my feet and I'm keeping that 90-degree bend. So if this feels uncomfortable for your knees, you can totally put some comfort things underneath, like pillows or something like that, or maybe your yoga mat is going underneath your knees. But try to go as deep as you can go and then place your forearms down onto the floor. So this is our frog stretch. And we're not just going to hang out here, we're going to do some work. So I like to call this a slow motion twerk. You're going to arch your tailbone up, reaching it up to the sky. And then on an exhale, you're going to pull it under, belly button to spine. So inhale, tailbone reaches up. Exhale, belly button to spine. So this might feel, again, sensational. So just take your time, use your breath, and you might notice that as you go along, your range of motion increases. Also, to assist on it, we're using the external rotation from our hips, and that gets activated by this glute muscle right here. So if you can squeeze that glute, here we go, squeeze, squeeze. All right, we're gonna stop in that arch position. Take a deep breath. And then everyone's favorite, belly button to spine. Take a deep breath. And then find your neutral spine. And maybe you allow your knees to fall out even wider. And then in your max, take 2 deep breaths. And the breath is really going to tell your body to relax. So sometimes when things are uncomfortable, you can breathe and let the body know that it's okay. How's everyone doing? Excellent. All right, let's get out of it. Plop. All right, if you can, make your way back to your child's pose, pushing yourself back, bringing your hips onto your heels, relaxing your forehead onto the floor. Take 2 deep breaths. Okay, try to keep your hips onto your heels as much as you can. Chin into your chest, roll up through your spine, coming to your knees. All right, let's go back to our seated position. Now you want to make sure that your blocks or your books or your pillows or whatever you're going to need are nice and handy. And when you come back to your seated position, we're going to have our legs extended in a small V. So this isn't going to be your widest straddle yet. You're just going to have a small V, and we're going to work through this and talk about what your legs should be doing. So once you're in your small V, you can touch onto your quad muscles and try to activate them. You'll notice when you activate your quads, your knees will straighten. Flex your feet and imagine that you're sending energy out through your heels. You're going to keep your leg muscles engaged. Keep actively pressing your legs down into the floor. Fingertips go to the center. Inhale, imagine your spine lengthening like you're putting your head onto the ceiling. On your exhale, keep this length, and we're going to draw circles with our chest. Forward and back. And take your time. Use your breath. Keep feeling your leg muscles pressing down into the floor. Keep lifting up out of your waist. And keep breathing. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more circle this way. And then reverse the direction. Okay, keep your quad muscles engaged. You've got energy shooting out through those heels. Maybe you can flex your feet toward your face even more. Good work. Okay, 2 more circles this way. All right, and then shake that out. Whew. All right, so we've warmed up our small V. Let's see where our max straddle is. So your max straddle is one that's going to be comfortable for your own body. Perhaps it is this. Everyone's hips are different. We've got all different ranges of motion in our hips and our back, and that's going to affect what our straddle looks like. So take your time and get yourself into a straddle that feels good for you. Once you're in that straddle, make sure that you can still engage your quad muscles, and that's going to press your legs down into the floor, keeping your legs straight. And also it's going to stretch your hamstrings. Keep that energy shooting out through your heels. All right, energize legs, arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in, lift up out of your waist. On your exhale, you're going to dive this right hand underneath and reach this left arm over. Maybe you touch your toes. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left arm. Right arm reaches right by the ear. Inhale, come up. Right, so maybe this is your max. That's totally cool, but just make sure that this is not happening. We're just going to continue right and left at your own speed. You should always feel your legs pressing down into the floor, and you're lifting up out of your waist with every inhale. Whew. Nice work, everyone. Ooh, it's increasing my range of motion. I can reach my toes. Plop. One more time, right and left. And then stopping here in the center. Bring your arms out to the side. Try to keep your heels connected to the floor. We're gonna bend the knees and then point to straighten. Bend, lift them up, and point and straighten. Okay, if it's not working out, take your time. Really take it slow, keeping the heels connected. and point. Let's do 2 more. Don't forget to breathe. All right, then shake out your legs a little bit. And now it is time. So we've done a lot of active flex stretch exercises. We're gonna do a passive one, our pancake stretch, to finish things up. So now you'll need your blocks or your books or your pillows. And I'm gonna stack them up pretty high to start. If you know that your pancake stretch is good, maybe you don't even need these blocks, or maybe these blocks will be going underneath your feet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please don't do that. So yeah, I start them off pretty high. If you don't have a lot of books, it's totally cool to start wherever your books end. But find your straddle position again. So you're engaging your leg muscles, especially these quads. You can tap on them to wake them up. Keep flexing your feet. And we're gonna elongate our spine. You're gonna feel your hips anchoring yourself down to the floor, and you're gonna keep stretching, lifting up out of your waist. We're gonna go down in 4 increments here. So starting at your highest increment, fingertips pressing down into the floor. Inhale, you lift up. Keep that length. On your exhale, start to walk your hands forward. And we're gonna place our chin onto these blocks. So if they're too close, you can push them away. So you should feel your spine elongating as much as you can. Keep your feet flexed. You're sending energy out through your heels. And again, you should feel yourself anchored to the floor by your strong hips and legs. Take 2 deep breaths. On your inhale, maybe you can feel your spine elongating. All right, if you'd like to go down deeper, you can do that, or if this is cool, you can totally stay here, but I'm gonna go down deeper. And this is to your own personal range of motion. If your chin's not touching your blocks or the situation you have going down here, then you can just stay up there. But if you've got it chin onto the block, take 2 more deep breaths. Continuously engaging your leg muscles, pressing your legs down into the floor. Every inhale, again, lengthens the spine. Every exhale, maybe you relax a little bit deeper. Looks like I'm a head floating on a block. All right, at this point, we're gonna put our forehead onto the block or whatever you've got going on. So you can stay at this length. You can just move the blocks out a little bit further and place your forehead down. Or if you'd like, you can lower yourself down, forehead onto the blocks. But again, spine, inhale to lengthen, exhale to find more depth. So you never wanna be like, me. Always wanna feel lengthen and down. Okay, now it's time to go to our max. If you've already reached your max, that's cool. But you're gonna go all the way down, elongating your spine on your inhale. Keep that length. Exhale just drops the chin into the chest, and maybe you go down flat onto the floor, and this is why it's called a pancake. In your pancake, you're gonna take 4 deep breaths. Keep engaging your quad muscles, pressing the legs straight. Every inhale lengthens your spine. Every exhale finds more depth. Again, that breath really tells your body that this is okay. When you're done with your 4 deep breaths, you're gonna keep your chin into your chest. Slowly walk yourself back up 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling up until your head comes at last. And then shake out your legs. How's everyone's legs feel? Amazing. All right, we're gonna bring our legs back into center. So come to your pike position. Sit up tall, again, engage your quad muscles, and just start to point and flex your toes, alternating right and left. And just breathe. And then one last thing here, flex your feet. We're gonna externally and internally rotate the legs from the hips. And so make sure it's really coming from your hips and not from your knees. Should feel weird. You might notice that one gets more than the other, and that's completely normal. And stop here, shake it out. I will end with a spinal twist. So we're gonna keep our right leg out, take your left leg, cross it over the right. Make sure you're sitting up tall on both of your sits bones. And then inhale, your right arm goes up. On your exhale, you're gonna place it across on the outside of this left leg. And then inhale, lift up even taller out of your waist. On your exhale, you're gonna twist, looking over your left shoulder. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, more twist. And then unwind yourself, bringing yourself back to center, switching out the legs. This time, right leg over left, sitting up tall on both of your sits bones. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale it across that right leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine even more. Exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, more twist. And imagine your body wringing itself out after all that hard work. And then unwind yourself. And that's it for today. Feel free to take a relaxation if that's your workout for today, or if you're using this as your warm-up. I hope your hips feel really, really good. I hope you figured out where your straddle is, if that was something that was interesting to you. And if you like these, I'd like to hear your comments, and maybe you want me to post something that you want to work on. So let me know what you want to work on. I'll be posting this video later today on Flex Fit and More with Mandy, and also on my YouTube channel at Mandy McFarland. That's MandyMacFarland. Almost forgot my name. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and please stay healthy. I'll see you online again tomorrow, AM.